Dear friends, British Literature Prose சீரீஸ்ல இந்த வீடியோல From Chaucer to Spenser period அதாவது 1450 இருந்து 1550 AD வரை இருந்த some important prose writers and their works பத்தி தான் பார்க்க போறோம். We will begin with Reginald Peacock, who supported the ancient usages of the church in his two important works. They are The Represser of Overmuch Blaming of the Clergy and The Book of Faith. The next prose writer is William Caxton. William Caxton was the first English printer and started translations from French to English. He contributed to prose by printing almost English work including the works of Chaucer and Malory, and he also printed 24 translations from French, Dutch and Latin texts, of which the two important earliest works were the Recueil of the Histories of Troy and Game and Play of the Chess, published in 1471 and 1475 respectively. Apart from these works, the Dictars and Sayings of the Philosophers was the first book printed in England in 1477. And the next important writer is John Fisher, who opposed King Henry VIII and was imprisoned in the Tower in 1534. John Fisher started writing in the Tower of London, and his important works are A Spiritual Consolation and The Ways to Perfect Religion. And the next writer is Hugh Latimer, who was educated at Cambridge and became chaplain to Henry VIII and Bishop of Worcester. He also opposed some of the reforms of King Henry VIII, and like John Fisher, he was also imprisoned in the Tower of London. Latimer's English prose works consist of 2 volumes of sermons published in 1549. Sir Thomas More is the last prose writer during this period. Sir Thomas More was influenced by humanists like Erasmus and John Colet. Sir Thomas More was famous for his work Utopia, which describes his imaginary ideal state. It was originally written in Latin and not translated into English until 1551. Sir Thomas More's other prose works are The Life of John Picus, The History of the Richard III.